Hurricane Iselle is located in the eastern Pacific and is gradually weakening. That means it still will make landfall on Hawaii as a hurricane in the next 12 hours with winds of 80 miles per hour and a pressure of 988 millibars. Its current position is 18.3 degrees north, 149.8 degrees west as of 2 p.m. UTC on August the 7th. As I say, the storm is expected to make landfall on the big island of Hawaii as a hurricane and then move just south of the other islands, moving towards the west-northwest as a weakening tropical storm. However, the storm is not likely to dissipate completely over the central Pacific. It could follow in Genevieve's footsteps and become and remain a tropical storm crossing the international dateline into the western Pacific, but that's still a little bit uncertain, but it's certainly not going to go away immediately. So let's take a look at the warnings that are currently in effect. Hurricane warnings in effect for the big island of Hawaii. Tropical storm warnings in effect for Oahu and Maui and all points in between, all those 5 islands there. Tropical storm watches in effect for the westernmost main islands too. So all areas of Hawaii pretty much are under some sort of warnings or watches, but the main concern is for the big island of Hawaii, where we could see hurricane force winds of 80 miles per hour, higher gusts and heavy rain as well. Sea surface temperatures remaining fairly marginal right now, but they will increase as the storm crosses Hawaii and goes further west, around 28 degrees on the other side of the islands, but where it is right now it's just about 26. In terms of wind shear, high amounts of shear over the northernmost Hawaiian islands and beyond, but at the moment where the storm is decreasing amounts and low amounts of wind shear right now, but that could increase at any moment. This is the latest water vapor imagery. You can see dry air surrounding the storm really. Towards the northwest it's looking least bad, I suppose, but still could cause some issues with the storm. That's what really weakened it initially. This is what the forecasts say for the intensity, weakening trend all the way through that 5-day period, but you can see that curve towards the latter part of that where it increases ever so slightly towards the end. The track forecast is fairly straightforward, west-northwesterly almost all the way to the international dateline and the border to the western Pacific, and of course a landfall on the big island is probably a given now. Wind shear is expected to rise, as I say. The next day it might get away with it with low shear amounts, but higher amounts are expected coming into August the 9th, and then lowering amounts later on. And sea surface temperatures, as I say, marginal right now, expected to increase gradually over the next few days as it crosses Hawaii, and by the end of the week, by the end of the weekend, it will be around 28 degrees C. Relative humidity, again, lowering amounts. They're going to reach a bottom tomorrow on August the 8th, where it will be around 30%, and then it will increase again after that, so that will be the worst of it in terms of dry air. Here's the latest satellite imagery. You can see an eye still just about intact, very ragged albeit, but that's the storm moving towards Hawaii. It's not particularly a big storm, but it will still cover the big island of Hawaii quite easily. The northern part of the storm appears to be the most intense at the moment, so Hilo in particular in Hawaii might see the worst of the storm tomorrow or in the next 24 hours, but all of the storm of course will be packing winds of storm force winds, hurricane force winds of course, and higher gusts, and heavy rain will probably be abundant all around the eye of the storm, but the worst of it appears to be in the northern side right now, and we'll see whether that remains the case over the next day. So there's Iselle. Julio's just to its east, a Category 2 storm. Invest 98E also in the eastern Pacific, the remnants of Bertha. 2 Invest in the western Pacific, Halong, and the small matter that is Genevieve, which has now become a Category 5 super typhoon just west of the international dateline in the western Pacific. 46 tropical storms have formed worldwide in 2014 so far. 22 of those have become Category 1 cyclones with winds of 74 miles per hour and higher. 13 of those becoming Category 3 storms with winds of 115 miles per hour plus. That's just 6 away from 2010. I think we'll overtake that before September's out, or maybe even before that. You can visit Force 13 on any of its 6 outlets. The website force13.com is the main place to be for all the latest storm information around the world. The video pages, YouTube and Daily Motion, just search Force 13 on those for regular updates on each storm. obviously they're prioritised as to strongest, and then the warnings that are in effect for it too. And then of course the social pages, Facebook and Twitter, just search Force 13 on those, and you can speak to me personally on Skype at Fool13 on there for Tropical Weather Chat. And you can also visit the forum, which we launched on August the 4th, and you can visit it right now at force13.com/forum to discuss and ask questions with fellow storm trackers about the current situation. That's all for now for this storm. The next update, if necessary, will follow at 2 a.m. UTC on August the 8th.